Hello and welcome to Kids Get Acquainted with the Internet, a Girl Meets World video podcast.
Whoa!
I'm Dan.
I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Keith.
And today, it is our KGAWIversary.
2 years!
We've been...
2 cameras, 2 years! One of these videos is going to make the final cut. We don't know which one
And by the end of this video, 2
So,
podcasters,
we're all going to be cross-eyed, not sure which lens to look at.
So here's...
We'll release it in stereo.
So here's the
No,
deal.
we won't.
Here's the deal. We have been podcasting about Girl Meets World for 2 years.
Why? We don't know. and you've been watching.
Each year in commemoration, we each come up with 3 predictions for what will happen in the show by the following year. And then we're going to start this video by talking about what we think will happen by this time next year. And then we're going to get into what we thought last year and who was right and all that jazz. So, Keith, do you want to begin with your thoughts of what will happen by KGAWIversary 3?
Why, certainly.
Why, certainly.
Okay. So, by KGAWIversary 3, I think that prediction number 1, there will be a heightened feminist episode in which it addresses something like catcalling, some more immediate issue like that, not just STEM.
Yeah.
So there's going to be something more like catcalling because I think that Rowan is definitely going to have a big influence on that.
Yeah, I've read a lot of the different things that Rowan has put out there, and she has talked a lot about the issue of catcalling.
There's going to be something about immediate respect towards women, in day-to-day life struggles, things like that.
Okay, like objectifying women.
Yeah, something in that immediate sphere.
I like that prediction.
Prediction
seems likely, too.
Number 2. There will be some sort of PSA element after an episode that tackles something serious, in which, at the close of the episode, the actors will come on and kind of say, like, here's a number to call to find out more information about this, learn how you can deal with these things, learn how to help these things.
This is a serious PSA, not like when they were with Eric and he was talking about the environment.
No, more like
this is a real one, that they're not in character when they do it.
I believe it was season 2 of Boy Meets World was when the girl was getting abused, the domestic abuse hotline.
Oh, they did? I didn't remember they did.
I don't remember if they came up, but there was a voiceover. I feel like Ryder... Unless I'm totally making random things up.
But either way, lots of people do lots of shows.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of things like
I feel like they're going to do that.
That's cool.
Prediction number 3 is that when Josh re-enters the scene in the whole Maya thing, that it's going to really, really screw with the logic of everything that's happened, and we're going to be really mad and upset, and I think that they're going to make very, very poor artistic decisions in regards to Josh, and have a hard time reintroducing his character as a serious contender during the time that the actor was away. Because of the time that the actor was away.
That prediction will be proven true or false very soon.
Yeah.
Yes, and again, are we saying... Because last year we had some predictions where like, well, some of us, we will not like it, and so is the prediction it has to be at least 2 of the 3 of us are not happy with it. Like, if you guys both hate it, but I think Josh is good, then...
Well,
That seems like
I feel like it's going to be more than that. Somebody might think that's not the terrible.
What should we do?
The worst thing?
If that one's a little subjective.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. It might not be subjective.
I think that we're all 3 going to think there's objectively something wrong with it.
You think there's going to be. You got all 3 of us then.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that settles it. All right, my turn? I like those. Those were good.
Yeah.
Nothing but the best.
So, my first one, I feel like we have to figure out...
I drink my kryptonite.
My first one, I feel like you're going to have to help me figure out the parameter specifically. It's a little vague, I'll admit.
So we're helping you with your prediction. I feel this one...
Not with the prediction. Similar to how I was just clarifying with him about what...
Okay.
So I'm saying Katie will no longer be a regular presence on the show by the next anniversary. So what does regular presence mean?
Okay, because she's already... Do you feel like what she is now?
Season 2, definitely she was. She was in Pluto, she was in Yearbook, she was in all sorts of episodes.
I think
she
more
was
than
in Forgiveness Project, she was in Legacy.
More than just appearing on camera, I think inherent in that is the mentioning, the fact that you exist in the universe even when you're not on screen.
Well, okay, so to me, the reason I'm saying she will no longer be a regular presence, that if she leaves, like runs away, like Chet did, and they still talk about her, I think I should still get a point. Because
that's not what I mean.
Okay.
What I mean is like, yeah, my mom's at home and said this.
Okay.
That's different.
Okay.
I mean, still actively involved in the universe, even if you're not on camera.
Okay.
Being referred to after being removed is different.
Okay.
So I agree with that.
All right. I'm gonna move on.
But
What?
So let's think of let's not count the mentions for a second.
Yeah.
And think of episode count. I'm thinking
appearance.
Yeah, I'm thinking if it falls to 2 or 3.
If he's in more than 2 in season, well, the problem is that we won't be done with whatever season it is at the time. So I think what we should just do is we'll know this when we see it. If it happened next year, we can talk about do we think this happened or not.
Okay.
Okay. Number 2, there will be no LGBT storylines at all. So now this is, and I mean storylines. Like if they have like a one-off joke or something, I don't think that counts. So, and the reason I'm saying this is this is one of my predictions where I'm like, prove me wrong and I'll be happy. I don't need this point. I'd like to have this storyline. Yeah. But if you don't do the storyline, at least I get a point. So
basically, you're just trying to make yourself feel better.
Yes, exactly. But I don't think there will be.
It's a win-win or a lose-lose, I guess.
I feel like we would have heard about it by now, honestly, if it was in season 3. Like, maybe in season 4, but I don't feel like it's going to be in season 3.
Well, haven't they not finished filming season 3?
There's only like 5 episodes left.
Do I detect thunder in the background? And by thunder, I mean
fireworks,
works of fire, incendiary devices.
My third thing is there will be at least one legitimate couple will have a legitimate breakup by the next anniversary.
Corey and Topanga.
And so legitimate couple means like the only people that are legitimate couples right now are Smackle Farkle, Corey Topanga, and Sean and Katie.
They're a legitimate couple?
Which one?
They are. Smackle and Farkle are.
No, I'm talking about Sean and Katie.
I think they're supposed to be.
They're off screen, but I think
off screen, but they're
supposed to be canon.
Off screen does not count.
Well, listen,
off screen is garbage.
They're fully canon, even though they're off screen.
Yeah.
How are they fully canon?
Because Katie said in yearbook that she's feeling really good about him, and in promos there are at Sean's place there are pictures of Katie and Maya like on his wall. Like I feel like next week we'll have our answer to this too.
Okay, fine. So, I still feel like, okay, so I know she's supposed to be, is she in Upstate?
Yes.
Okay, so. And they go to Sean's in Upstate. Mm-hmm. If I am supposed to believe they are a serious couple already in Upstate, that's garbage.
Here's the one problem with this, and I've been debating this with people, is that this is kind of it's kind of Ryder's fault. I mean, like,
what a jerk.
I mean, I'm not saying...
Get out of our basement.
No, for this he is staying in the basement and we are not feeding him.
Get back in your cage!
It's not like Ryder's not around. He's around directing plenty, and he doesn't want to be in that many episodes, and so...
He's very shy.
At the end of the day...
But they could have conversations.
And they did have the yearbook conversation. My feeling is that...
I barely remember it.
Yeah.
That was... Yearbook was a long time ago.
And here's the thing. I think that a lot of this for me would be fixed if they literally he had been in one more episode around maybe where like STEM was, like near the middle to end of the season.
And they had a date.
Yeah, they had their first date in that episode.
They had an actual date.
Super solved.
And the date in either...
On your super date.
And you know what? What I would have liked about that is if the date involved Maya and Riley sneaking in a way that was similar to when they thought that Amy was cheating on Alan, Corey and Eric.
Yeah, we definitely need more mischief. We've been wanting some mischief.
We don't.
Lately, we've had a lull.
To be fair, we've had a lot of that particular thing, both in Hurricane and a master plan of them following those couples around, that couple around.
We need more casual events of that.
Yeah.
We need them thinking that they're more clever than they are.
All right, so those are my 3.
Okay, real quick, camera check.
Caitlin. Oh yes, you have it on this. I will pull it up for you, Caitlin. Here you are, Caitlin. Here is your picture.
Thank you.
Oh baby, here we're going.
All
you guys,
right.
This is your favorite part.
And we're back.
Okay, so these are my 3 predictions. My first one is that Maya, Smarkle, and Riley will have an app where the boys barely appear.
You mean Smackle, not Smarkle.
I'm so sorry.
Because Smarkle's a relationship, so I got confused.
I don't care. No, okay, so Maya, Smackle, these aren't real names, and Riley have an episode where it's not about changing Smackle or anything weird, like they're hanging out and bonding, and it's like it's gonna like show that they're friends, and the boys barely appear in it.
Barely appear in it.
Yes.
Okay, that makes, because until you said that, I was like, this seems a little too easy. But boys barely appear in it. I feel like okay.
Like it's they'll have
the girl episode.
Can you give us a number, like of minutes, like a maximum?
So what I
screen
thought
time?
the equivalent would be is like how off, like the equivalent of the jelly bean scene.
Right, which was boys' time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we see, so essentially it's kind of segregated, but like wasn't really my intention. The boys don't have to be hanging out, but that was just kind of the amount of screen time I was thinking.
They just have to be down the hole.
Speaking, I just want to say a side thing. I'd like to have a plotline that's just about like Corey and the boys, or even
Corey and the boys,
or even Topanga. Like, you know what I mean? Like that could
having
be
friends.
Yeah, just like, Corey like takes them out somewhere.
Corey's in the teacher's lounge.
They go to a
interacting
ball game
with adults.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Second, we will meet Maya's step siblings.
Within the year parameter.
On-screen meet?
Yes.
Meeting world meet?
So that's the opposite of what I'm saying.
A butcher.
Okay, that's a good one. Here's the thing. I think if we meet Maya's siblings, it's not season 3, but it might be in the season 4 part that is within the next year. Okay. If there is a season 4.
Okay. And my third one is kind of funny. They will finally tackle LGBTQ issues.
There can only be one.
One will be
So
right.
what's funny is one of us are going to get a point.
And I'm going to get the rest of them.
Ouch.
Alright, I think that was good. Okay, so now...
Finally do it! Just,
Alright, so these were our predictions. Now, if you're just someone coming here for predictions and you're like, that's a good time, send us...
And maybe it even wasn't, and wow, what am I doing the last 5 minutes of my life?
Oh yeah, because that was 5 minutes. Comment on the video. Comment on the video. Give us your predictions. What do you think will happen in the next year? But now we are going to cut, and we're going to eat cake for KGAWI 2, and we're going to talk about our predictions last year. What happened? Who won? Who was the victor? Because this is also where we're trying to get points here. We're trying to have a victor who's going to get the most points.
And then the winner will get a prize.
And we're going to read some predictions from other people from last year, too, and see what people thought and if it worked out.
Or if the writers have let us all down.
So see you later. And by later, I mean in 5 seconds.
Happy KGAWIversary!
Oh, at the same time?
Yes.
Now
Yeah.
we're going to get wax in each other's eyes and be
Perfect.
blind forever?
Yay!
1, 2, 3.
KGAWI! Keith isn't as good.
Well, I was trying not to blow wax all over the place.
Okay. She wanted to kiss Keith, and you refused her. You rebuffed her advances.
On camera.
On camera.
Guys, I gotta go.
You want to lick the candle?
Alright. So as they're cutting the cake, remember to squat, Caitlin. Alright. As they're cutting the cake, we're gonna start talking about...
Can you go get that, Keith? He's gonna be in the shop, we're sorry.
As this is happening, I'm going to tell us about the predictions from last year. So a year ago, in a couple days, we did predictions for what happened by today.
Whoa.
Crazy things are happening with the cake. Guys, I thought you were capable, and I can just talk about this.
We just want to show them the cake.
Yeah.
KGAWI.
KGAWI. Cut.
Alright, now we're going to cut the cake.
Alright, so we did predictions. I'm going to read my predictions first while they're doing that. I was bad. Okay, so I said...
You were bad?
I said Farkle will have...
Ben was a bad boy.
Okay, everybody listen up. Farkle will have an actual first kiss, and we won't be happy about it. 2 out of 3 of us will be angry.
2 stars.
So...
He didn't have his first kiss, and if he did, it probably would have been with Smackle, and I wouldn't have been angry about it.
Mm-hmm. So you're double wrong. I think you get negative points for that.
Then I said, one solid relationship will form that will last at least 3 episodes, where they're on a date and having relationships issues. This is like the beginning of season 3. One of the core 4 is involved.
And interestingly enough,
that kind of counts.
Yeah, I think that counts.
Smackle and Farkle,
Yeah.
I think I get that.
And they did have a mini issue with him feeling insecure about her being better at academics than him.
You could be.
Let me see this in the shot.
Alright, so here is the first slice of the KGAWI cake.
This is like super documentary style, guys.
It's the W!
Alright, so I got that, and then my last one was very sad, and I guess semi-thankfully I was wrong. I said Feeny will die within the year.
I was never okay
So
with
1
that
point
prediction.
again. Right.
Yes, and I also did a bonus one that I wasn't counting towards the game, which was also wrong. I said, the season 2 finale will have nothing to do with the kids' relationship issues.
So 1 point and plus like -5. Moving on.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna say bonus predictions for our next
Yeah.
year for KGAWIversary 3.
Yeah.
Raya confirmed.
Oh.
But obviously.
But they call it Relia, so you don't get the point.
Oh, those people are wrong. It doesn't sound as good.
I don't mind it because it's like they rely on each other. I think that's kind of nice.
That's not the point, though.
Okay.
All right.
So
next thing.
Caitlin said, Maya will have her first kiss.
Caitlin writes in last year.
Maya will have her
This
first
me?
kiss, and it will be legitimate and on the lips. Didn't happen. Might have happened.
Oh, denied.
You could give her like...
Just like me a minute ago.
I would give her like a third of a point because they filmed the scene where Maya got her first kiss.
It's so obnoxious.
By the time they enter high school, either one of the core 4 or Zay will be gone. Didn't happen.
In fact, we gained more.
Now,
So -3.
Kaylin kind of had a repeat guess, and Girl Meets World will have a gay character. Didn't happen.
I know, because that's why I said finally this year.
Alright, now on to the big kahuna. I'm pretty sure Keith won this. He said, Rowan will have a significant influence on one of the episodes. An important say in the episode, an important message or lesson, blah, 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 blah. So this did happen. We know
Yes.
STEM happened. She said in an interview that she had an influence on STEM.
Thank you, Rowan.
So he gets the point. Then he said, Zay will not leave on camera, but will slowly fade away into the oblivion. He will not be in season 4.
Did
No
not
point.
happen. Season 4.
Whatever.
He'll be gone. Oh, yeah. This was a typo, I think. Okay. And then, I want to throw a shout out to Mazzo Vanilla. She was supposed to tally our things here,
Whoa.
but
Whoa, is this a shout out or throwing some shade here, Dan?
she didn't get to do it in time because we did it earlier than we thought we would. But I want to say thank you because she's the one who wrote up all these predictions.
Oh, okay, so
it is
okay,
a
so
shout
this
out.
isn't shade.
It was-
Thank you
it-
very
it
much.
was
We love
shade.
you, Rashida.
It was shade followed up by a shout out.
It was a shady shout.
Okay, so then the third one Keith said was there will be some event where Sabrina seriously sings and shows her singing abilities. So this is like kind of a tricky one. I'm giving him the point.
Half a point.
At least half. No matter what he won.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want to give him half a point.
Because okay, so she's sang for like half.
You're a loser.
She sang for like half a second in creativity. She got cut off really quickly, but she also sang in the Halloween episode with the hot feet. So it's at least half a point, if not a whole point.
Okay, that's a whole point because it happened twice.
Okay.
What do you want me to give? 2/3?
You get 2 points. You're the winner.
I'll do
Yay,
1 and
Keith!
2/3.
Yay, Keith! He's the winner. He's so much better than we are. We'll see next year.
Good job! Woo!
All right. How's the cake, guys?
I don't know.
I
it's
like
fun,
it.
you.
No, have some.
No, I'm reading this. You keep
All
eating
right.
the cake.
I do want to throw in, if you're still watching from the clip before, and you saw what our predictions were for KGAWIversary 3.
Make sure to check out both camera 1 and camera 2 of the same video for both videos. Actually,
Tweet-
they're probably going to be together, right? This is in the
I
last
don't
part.
even know.
Write down in the comments who do you think is going to be the winner next year, and like which predictions do you think are the most likely, or even if you don't think they're likely, which predictions do you like the most, or tweet at us at GMW Podcast.
Good call. All right, so I'm going to read a couple of predictions from other people.
Mm-hmm.
How are we doing on time, Keith? How we doing? Oh my god, this is a prediction from at GMW Long Game. Are we doing okay, Keith?
We're doing so good.
All right. So
AKA Dustin Cody.
Dustin Cody said Farkle will grow up and become less socially awkward. That happened.
I'd say that's fair.
He said, I think
Is
relationships...
this cake worth $18?
Was it $18? I thought it was
Yeah.
$17.
17 cents.
In cents.
I thought it was $16.99.
Dustin Cody is speaking. I think the relationships between kids will really start to form over the next
Oh, you're right.
year.
Guys, it was $16.99. Check out your local Star Market.
Maybe not exclusive serious relationships
Not a
yet,
sponsor.
but we'll get a lot closer. I mean, we got a lot closer. I'll give him that, sort of.
Wait, I was being rude. Can you say that one again?
No, you lost that one. Next one. Sean will confront Kermit. Didn't happen.
Like fist fight? Fisticuffs?
Things will continue to develop between Sean and Katie. I know some people think Katie will pass away. I could see it, but I don't think it will happen in season 2, maybe season 3. Then she lives with Sean for the rest of the season 3, maybe season 4. All right, he had a couple other ones. I'm gonna read some other people.
So I guess that one's valid.
That she passes away?
No, they got closer.
They got closer.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Told.
Dustin Cody, I will give you these, but you also are going with some like safe bets. Let's be honest. I'm throwing shade all up in this place.
Whatever. Past 12 a.m. it doesn't matter.
At Keith Bissett, the better Keith said.
Whoa.
Whoa! Alpha Keith.
Whoa.
He said.
Whoa.
He says Lucas's anger issues will come back. That like sort of happened in Riley Town, but like not. I think they made it in a serious way. I'm not gonna count it. He says.
Third of a point.
Half a point.
Third of a point.
Sean buys Maya more stuff.
I don't know why I thought you were gonna say alcohol. I just did. I'm so sorry.
This is an interestingly like specific but vague at the same time one. Riley has a situation like Corey in the speed trap. I don't think that happened.
I mean, what?
That was a very interesting episode of Boy Meets World.
Yeah, I like that episode.
It was so...
It's a speed trap.
It was so different.
It was.
But it kept with the theme of the show at the same time. That was a very interesting episode. I'd like to rewatch that.
Yeah, that's a good one. May is EE My Shoe says. By the way, she favorited something today, so she's not gone away from
Not gone?
She said...
They miss you.
Oh, or they said. I guess it's 2 people.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
There's
Sisters,
2 E's.
right?
2 E's.
Yeah. They say Lucas will be the Sean of Girl Meets World. He'll date around.
Well, yeah.
Sort of.
I'm giving you a third of a point on that one. I'm giving you half a point. He's got 2 girls.
Do you somebody else want to read something? Are your hands clean enough?
I mean, now you're going to let us read? Before I was asking to read things, you wouldn't give it to me.
I need to eat, okay? Take it, frickin' Pikachu.
Wow. Pokerude.
Very pokerude. All right.
So skip May is easy, so I want to go to the next person.
Whoa.
I'm trying to get through the people before the timer runs out.
I'm just gonna say it. And the third one that May is Eat My Shoe said is Feeny will eventually die. #feels. Well, #feel this, you're wrong. He's here and he's here to stay.
Wow.
I'm sorry, listen, why does everyone want Feeny to die? Wrong.
I don't want to.
I just need.
What the? Anyways, okay.
Do you guys like watching us eat cake? Because
I like eating cake.
I don't think I'd like watching other people eat cake.
I'm okay with it.
You obviously haven't watched Good Mythical Morning, then.
Okay.
All right.
This isn't bad.
Jay and
It's pretty good. I don't
Jay
know if it's that much, but it's pretty good. Hey,
at Jay and
talking
Lauderdale.
about this cake.
Sorry.
It's relevant.
Camera too hot. Only camera left alive.
Alright, so once again we have camera issues because we're so good at this.
So good.
Alright, you're reading from Jay and Lauderdale.
This is a podcast. It's not a TV show.
At Jay and Lauderdale wrote in last year, Corey and Sean doing something that makes Topanga say, "Stop it, your boys."
That was a good prediction. It didn't happen, but it was good. I can see that happening at some point.
Wait, it goes on. Then she turns around and Augie and Doy are doing the same thing. That's a very specific prediction, but I like it.
I like it too. You're shooting for the fences. I'm like Dustin.
Although I don't like the "Stop it, your boys." It's like, it is funny in Boy Meets World, but I was less educated. Lucas and Smackle go on a date to make Farkle jealous. Also like this prediction. See it happening within maybe like this season.
If they have trouble or something.
Yeah.
I can see...
Smackle does want to be part of the triangle.
Well, here's what I mean with that. I can see Lucas doing that as a friend, being in the know, trying to get them back together.
Obvious.
Yeah.
That's how I totally interpret
that's
it.
the only way it would happen though, because
Yeah.
Lucas would never do that.
Yeah.
Like, would never hurt Farkle.
Right.
Honestly, Lucas is probably more loyal to Farkle than Riley and Maya are to each other. Let's be honest. I mean, they were both like. I don't think Farkle would ever go after the same girl that Farkle liked. Well, I guess he kind of did.
Farkle wouldn't
No,
like-
go after the same girl.
No, I'm saying
Farkle.
Lucas wouldn't go after the same girl that Farkle likes. But I guess Farkle kind of likes both of them. But he also doesn't really
Yes.
like either of them.
He divorced them, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that whole thing. This Farkle is better.
Yeah.
Okay.
My point is stupid. Moving on.
The green's hitting you.
Yep.
Riley making a friend that Maya doesn't like.
Ooh.
I like that. Or the reverse.
You're just adding on to their prediction.
I'm just saying that both could be cool.
Yeah, these are still predictions I want to have happen.
My favorite thing is that I can't remember if I've never read these before or if I just forgot.
They're just magic, new and exciting.
Or Keith, do you want to read at Backstreet Gems?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
The shadiest people in the Kagawi nation.
Oh boy.
Or hers mean.
Yeah.
Yay, Gemma!
At least she's consistent. Shut up.
At Backstreet Gem writes in
This
last
week.
year.
Oh my god.
Katie's gonna die. I'm not bitter, I swear. This may or may not be what gets Sean to adopt Maya.
Gemma, I'm pretty sure you're bitter, girl, but...
Augie and Ava are Corpanga. Series-long prediction.
Augie and Eva are Corpanga.
Big bro chill.
Well, they are still together as much as 6-year-olds can be together.
They're gonna be the relationship that breaks up a legitimate relationship.
Yeah, okay. I actually would not be surprised.
Yes. Wait, would I get the point for that?
No.
No.
That's not a legitimate relationship.
What the writers think is true doesn't mean what's actually true. Josh will become more and more like Sean. Am I cooler than you yet? Not yet, but I'm getting nervous equals foreshadowing.
Which is interesting because they're now equating both Sean and both Josh and Maya to Sean.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Eric's political career will bomb. He'll ask Mr. Feeney for advice.
Mr. Finney will say you should never have done this in the first place. It's a bad plot point.
I didn't vote for you.
That would actually be hilarious. But he wouldn't be able to vote for him anyway, though.
I don't care.
I would have never done it. But I applaud you.
These
and
are
finally...
they're shady predictions, but they're good predictions.
Yeah. Especially that death one.
Riley and Maya will be a thing.
Oh, hot damn.
Do you want me to keep going, or to the other?
How many people left are there?
2 more.
Read at least one more. Read the thing. M. Robley was speaking.
At M. Robley, 14, writes in.
Last year.
Keep up, Dan. Farkle will become more serious.
I guess. Yeah.
I want to know when the... So was this before yearbook?
I mean, I'm viewing serious as...
A constellation.
Doesn't make me want to kill him through the screen.
Right.
I like that, though I had low standards.
That's a good definition.
If you had higher standards, well, I'm sorry.
Moving on.
Lucas will get in another fight with someone we know.
You know, that was a good prediction because it felt like they set something up there and then they just didn't follow through.
Who, Charlie?
No, I'm saying, as the season started,
Right,
it's
yeah.
building up all these things.
He had
Lucas has a
anger.
backstory. Lucas has anger. What's going to happen throughout the season?
Nothing!
Yay!
Well, he's going to go to Texas. We're going to get so much more backstory.
Oh my god, do you remember how young and naive we were?
And finally, Maya and Katie will have an argument over Sean. Now, this surprises me that it hasn't been a big deal. I mean, this seems something very easy.
Yeah, so how important Sean, well, from my perspective, was to Maya, because we haven't seen them together.
Yeah.
I feel like, especially since it's coming up in Upstate and Maya's going through this identity crisis, I feel like Maya should care more about this, and this would rock her world more than this triangle.
Yeah. So I totally agree with you. That does make me think of something even more sort of jarring that I hadn't really thought of.
Mason jars.
Maya and Katie haven't had an argument at all.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Especially because of what the role is supposed to be.
Yeah, like literally,
He's been sad.
Yeah,
but not at
now,
directly.
I liked the way they set it up in the first episode ever, where it wasn't a fight. He was just like, "I've accepted this is who my mom is," but that's a good place to start. But then you should go to her mom goes to an even worse level, screws up even more, Maya can't take it anymore, and they have an actual dramatic argument.
Yeah, I mean, we should see more of the dynamic of...
Yeah, that's so.
Yeah.
With them, it seems totally valid to see more of the dynamic of who's the parent and who's the child.
Mm.
And, you know, with that being, like, if you don't understand that, I mean...
That Maya's more like the mom.
Yeah, Maya takes care of Katie. Like, Katie comes home... And she's, like, all upset because she didn't get a part again. And Maya, like, you know, makes her some pancakes.
Yeah.
Do you think they're ever going to do a show where Katie comes home drunk and Maya has to take care of her?
I was going to say...
That's what I've thought.
I feel like if they made it canon that Katie was an alcoholic, it would solve a lot of the problems.
Yeah.
Because then she's, like, still not a bad person.
Or struggling
she
with
has a problem, and that's why she's not...
Yeah. Having effects of those bad decisions.
Yeah. And... Yeah, I just think it would make a lot of sense. Also, the fact that we haven't had her, like, trying to run away from home, meaning I'm done with that place, I'm not going back there, I'm staying with you, Riley, like, that's also kind of weird. Alright, Mezzo Vanilla says that she predicted that Riley and Lucas will get together in Season 3. That could still happen.
Sorta?
Half-pointed.
Half-pointed.
I mean, it didn't happen by the...
Point.
Yeah, I'll give her something.
Yeah, I mean, Gemma had series
like how we're giving points to these everybody else too.
I know, add up your own points because we're not going to. I mean,
if you get more than a point and a half, we'll mail you a piece of this cake.
No, we won't. We don't want to get sued.
I predict that Riley will have her innocence broken.
Whoa.
In her sophomore year.
Okay, so they haven't reached sophomore year yet. So not all of these were until the next KGAWIversary predictions, and we understand this.
They're saying she'll become less of an optimist because of it.
Okay, interesting.
That would be a good thing to have happen.
Yeah, it would. You know, she'd be less likely to get into the van with candy and puppies.
I predict that Riley will have something that will change her perspective on life forever. Seriously dramatic. I mean...
Probably not.
I don't think
that's a hard thing to score.
The only thing that I feel like might fit that is the triangle. But, like... Because, like, Riley Town was seriously dramatic, but I don't think it changed her perspective on life forever.
Yeah, in fact, it kind of validated what she already thought. In the end, when everyone backed her up.
Yeah. Alright.
Which I'm not faulting the episode. I thought it was a really cool ending.
Yeah.
Riley just gets validated a lot.
She's so validated, guys.
Which is okay if she's making sense, but about half the time, especially when
we're in Riley Town.
When it's dramatic. I mean, I love Rowan's performances, but a lot of the writing around the drama of Riley can sometimes have issues with reality.
Yeah.
Issues with reality. Wise words to end on.
I'm going to eat this little biscotti.
That is wise a word to end on.
It's a worm.
I have no idea what this is.
Eat it before it gets you back.
So, I'm going to do the outro. Are you ready? Okay.
Oh, I don't think I'm supposed to eat this.
Is it wax?
On film. Alright.
Oh my god, what face did I just make?
Disgusting one.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Leave us comments.
That's just chocolate.
It tastes weird.
That's just white.
Can I please do the outro?
It's probably just melty and gross.
Check us out on GMW Podcast on Twitter. Check out our iTunes, our review, our Kids Get Acquainted with the Internet, all that stuff. Dream, try, do good, class dismissed.
Don't eat the top of the cake.
See you in KGAWI 3.
Why didn't you let us do it?
Because you were eating some weird-ass cake shit.
Done. Do it again.
No, we're done.
Say dream.
Dream.
Try.
Do good.
Class dismissed.